Hello folks, this is Davidan, and may God's peace, grace, truth, and love be with you all. Sorry, I have a cold, it just won't go away! Ah! I wanted to do this video in defense of Steve Keays. I've taken a look at some of the things that he said, and I mean, yeah, he might be... Some people might think that he's looking into things a little bit too much, but no, I don't see anything that he's done that's actually been illegal. I think Facebook and all that kind of stuff, these are all public things. If people wanted to turn it off to private, they can. I don't think he's done anything illegal. I think what's going on here is that Steve is becoming a scapegoat in a cycle of narc rage. And I just wanted to clarify a few things. So, in the past, he called me a fraud and all that kind of stuff, and a liar, Steve. And it's okay. He's allowed to have that opinion. I will reiterate that Jeff is not Derek. This is, and I can't prove it to you. I'm going to say that's probably that it is a rabbit hole. And I would think logically that if someone doesn't want their identity shown, they're not going to put their own Facebook in, right? To get their to leave their identity possibly exposed. They're going to use, especially a narc, right? They're going to use somebody else because they feel entitled to using somebody else's identity to gain. So that's what I think would be a much more plausible explanation if you were to not know whether or not it's Derek or not. Once again, I will state that he's not Derek, but you can't just take my word for that. And it's totally okay if you call me a fraud and a liar. But that being said, it's a rabbit hole, right? Whoever Jeff is, you can see him by his fruits, right? And there is no doubt that this guy is a narc, okay? A severe case of narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder. It's not just like the regular narcissism that people have. The reason why I'm saying this is because I think it's unfair, because when you're a public figure and you feel that you're being lied to by a public figure, it's reasonable to be angry about that, right? And to see this person continue to prop themselves up as an expert and authority when really they can't even hold themselves accountable for the things that they say. I'm going to go into the next couple of videos that I'll do is going through how this correlates with the cycle of rage, cycle of abuse that narcs constantly do, and it doesn't stop until you don't withdraw from this. Okay, like if you just allow this to keep happening, if you just back off just because he says that someone's stalking him, that's not going to cut that abuse. Okay, it's just going to put it into the next part of the cycle. That's all it's doing. So, Steve, I just want to let you know, I forgive you, man. You don't have to apologize for me because you think I'm a liar or whatever. That's okay, man. And I see what's happening right now is I believe that you're a victim of that abuse cycle at this moment. And I don't buy. I've looked through your things, and you're allowed to talk about public figures. You're allowed to talk about people who assert themselves as authority on what they consider to be truth. So don't let this deter you. Don't let this stop you. Just be careful of what you say. Don't make sure not to do anything illegal. Yeah, that's about it. Just make sure that you don't say anything illegal. That's all. And from what I see, man, you're a scapegoat at the moment. So I'll be back later. This has been Avidan. May God's peace, truth, love, and grace be with you all if you seek Him in faith and faith alone. Take care. Someone say a prayer for my cold.